Okay, so someone sent me an email saying on homework 4 in my math lab, they didn't know how to do questions 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'll show you 7, and question 8 and 7 are exactly the same, okay? So let's look at question 7. It says graph the equation by plotting points. So plotting points, we just plot our points and then join them up. To make points, we need to make a table of values. So let's make a table of values, x, y. You need paper when you're working on my math lab, okay? You need some paper to do your work. And we always choose 3 points when we're plotting points. And we choose easy ones. So let's choose -1, 0, and 1. Okay? So let's do the first one. If x equals -1, let's copy out this. 4y equals x minus 3. So let's put a bracket wherever the x is. And then wherever the x is, we're going to replace it with -1. So 4y equals, I lose 1 and I lose 3. I lost 4. Now y wants to be alone, so I have to get rid of that 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4. So that's 1. So y equals, that would be -1. So if x is -1, y is -1. So that's our first point there. -1, -1. So let's put it here. So let's see which graph has this point on it. Okay, and which ones don't. Oh my gosh, they're so small. So this is x, this is y. This would be left, and this would be down. So I have to go left 1, down 1. Left 1, down 1. It's not this one, because this goes like left 1, down lots. So it's not A. Left 1, down 1. Maybe. Left 1, down 1. Maybe, because I can see left 1, down 1. It's on that line. This one is, oh no. If I look at this one, let's make it so you can see it, because it's like, oh, it's hard to see. This is number E. Oops. Okay. So here, when I go left 1 and down 1, it looks like it's left 1 and 0. Okay, so it looks like this is not the correct graph because this point is not on the line. But it looks like it could be. So let's just leave this because it's difficult to see. The next one, left 1, down 1, you can clearly see that that point is on the line. So it might be this one. Let's look at this one. Left 1, down 1 is not on the line, so it's not D. Okay, so we have used our table of values to create a point. Okay, so now let's do another point and see if it's going to be graph B or graph C. So let's do 0. If x equals 0, copy out this equation. Wherever there's an x, put some brackets. So instead of x, we're going to write 0. So 4y equals 0 minus 3, minus 3. So y wants to be alone, so divide by 4, divide by 4. So y equals, because it's a point, we need it to be a decimal. So -3/4 would be SD equals -0.75. So it's like almost -1, but smaller than -1. So if x is 0, then y is almost -1. Okay? So that's our next point. So let's write the point down. 0, -0.75. So that's about -1. So now we're going to see if this point is on this one or this one. So let's zoom in. Okay. Let me make it more clear. I have to go, don't go left and right, just go down almost 1. Don't go left and right, just go down almost 1. it's not this one. Because when I go down, it's not on the line. So we know it's not B. Let's check C. It says don't go left and right, just go down almost 1. And we can see that it's right there. We went down almost 1, and that point is on the line. So we know that the graph for this equation is C. Okay. So when you use plotting points, when you plot points to solve it, oh, this way. Oh, it's not going clear. Okay. So when you use plotting points to graph an equation, you just have to make a table of values. And in this case, I only had to do 2 points because I could tell by the first point that that point was not on this line. That first point was not on that line, but I couldn't tell for these ones. So then I made another point and I said, is this point on this line? No. Is this point on this line? Yes. So then I know this is the equation, or this is the graph that represents this equation. Okay. Now let's go to question 9. So questions 7 and 8 are exactly the same. You can see this is question 7. So now we're going to do question 9. So here we're in homework 4, question 9. And question 9 and 10 are the same. So it says find the x and y intercepts for the equation. How many x and y intercepts are there? 2. 1, 2. So what we do is we make a table of values, and for x and y intercepts, we always use the zeros. Okay? So we say, if x equals 0, what is y? And we have to use this equation, y plus a half x equals 3. Instead of x, we're going to use 0, so put the brackets here. So instead of x, I'm going to put a 0. What's a half times 0? 0, so that's y equals 3. So when x is 0, y is 3. Okay, so my first point is 0, 3. So let's check. Oh, we have a 0, 3. Good. We have a 0, 3. Good. There is no 0, 3, so we know it's not C. And we have a 0, 3. Okay, so we got rid of one graph. So now we're going to do the second point. If y is 0, what is x? So if y equals 0, let's write the equation out. Y plus 1/2 x equals 3. Instead of y, we're going to put a 0. So the 0 is going here. So that's gone because it's just a half plus. Oh, I hate fractions. Let's change that fraction to a decimal. 1/2 is the same as 0.5, right? 0.5. So I'm just going to go 0.5x equals 3. Let's rewrite it up here because I don't have a lot of room. Okay. So 0.5x equals 3. I just changed this fraction to a decimal to make it easier. So if x wants to be alone, I have to get rid of this. So divide by same over same. What's this over this? It's just 1. So that's really 1x equals, that's 3 broken in half. 3 over 0.5 is 6. So x equals 6. So if y is 0, x is, oh, you can't see. Okay, so I wrote the same thing out and I got rid of the 0.5 by dividing both sides. This is same over same as 1. 3 divided by half is 6. So if y is 0, x is 6. So coming back to our table of values, when y is 0, x is 6. So our second point is 6, 0. So which graph has 6, 0? Well, this one's negative 6, 0, so it's not this one. This one's 6, 0. Let's look at the last one. Negative 3, 0. It's not this. So here's our x and y intercepts. Look, 0, 3, 6, 0. So we know it's graph B. And if we want to graph them, here it says 0, 3. That means don't go left and right, go up 3. There's a point that's on the y-axis. Go right 6, but don't go up and down. Don't go up and down. And there is the x-intercept. So you can see that these points are on the line. So that's how you do question 9. And question 10 is exactly the same. Okay?